Now we take more problems. So the inequalities, let's say log of x, 2x minus 3 by 4 is less than 2. So there is nothing certain about this base here. It's not given, either is in the that whether it's greater than 1 or less than 1, we don't know. First thing we'll write that 2x minus 3 by 4 has to be greater than 0. That is, x has to be greater than 3 by 8. 3 by 4 we bring that side. And that base will also keep x greater than 0 and x is not going to be 1. So we can divide in two different categories here. That the case 1, if I take that x is greater than 1, let's say. So I've already taken x is greater than 3 by 8 and I'm taking x is greater than 1. So I'll come to that point again. So since the base I have taken more than 1, so I'll keep the sign of inequality same. So it means that 2x minus 3 by 4 has to be less than x square. So we can solve this inequality, that is x square minus 2x plus 3 by 4 is greater than 0. We can multiply 4, that is 4x square minus 8x plus 3 is greater than 0. So we can solve this inequality and we can find out the roots. I'll find the roots later on. Now what condition we are getting, that the 4x square minus 8x plus 3 is greater than 0 as long as x is greater than 3 by 8 and x is greater than 1. So if I take x is greater than 1, obviously x has to be greater than 3 by 8. So we are not bothered about this thing now, as of now. Clear? And that 4x square minus 8x plus 3. So we can write this 4x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 3 is greater than 0. So we can take here 2x common. We get 2x minus 3 and you take minus 1, 2x minus 3 is greater than 0. So using the Vevika method, you can see what the factors you will be getting here. That is 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 3. So that will be at 3 by 2 and half. So this is positive, this is negative, this is positive, and we are keeping this is greater than 0. So what values we will consider? 3 by 2 to infinity. Clear? And half to minus infinity we cannot consider because we have already taken x is greater than 1. When x is greater than 1, only that time the sign of inequality greater than 0 over here will work. Otherwise it will not work. So from one side we are getting 3 by 2 to infinity. Now, we change the base now. So one thing we have already taken, that x is greater than 3 by 8. We cannot substitute the values which are less than 3 by 8 here. So obviously there is no point in writing x greater than 0 but less than 1. Rather we will straight away start with x is greater than 3 by 8 and less than 1. So we see the base here, we are keeping less than 1. So the sign of inequality, if I find it, so log of x, 2x minus 3 by 4 is less than 2. So the sign of inequality will change and it will get greater than x square, 2x minus 3 by 4. So you will get that is x square minus 2x plus 3 by 4 is less than 0, and I have just solved this inequality. That time we were getting half and 3 by 2 were the roots. Half and 3 by 2. Positive, negative, positive. So we want to keep the values less than that. So from half to 3 by 2 we can consider. And what values you can consider over there? 3 by 2 to 1, right? So 3 by 2 to 1 you can consider, and here you can start from 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means you are starting from 4 by 8 to 3 by 2. So that x is greater than 4 by 8 but less than 3 by 2. So what you will write here? So since this is 4 by 8 is obviously greater than 3 by 8, so that will satisfy the answer. So that 4 by 8, that is from half to 1. So we'll club this result with the earlier result, and that will become our final answer. Now I'll tell you a little bit about the graph of the logarithmic function, which will help you in solving these problems. The approach of graph is always helpful in solving the problems, because when there is any kind of a confusion you get, say, so the graph of log of x base a, when we take a more than 1, this is 1 comma 0, and moment you substitute a value which is slightly more than 0, you'll see the answer you'll get at minus infinity. And as you reach towards the plus infinity, we'll see the answer will get as infinity. But one interesting observation you can see here, we know the log x's derivative is 1 by x. So when it starts moving towards the infinity, and when x approaches infinity, the 1 by x will approach 0, which is the derivative of log of x base a. So what you will see, the graph of log of x base a will be flat at infinity. And see, a very interesting thing you can observe over here, that a raised to the power x, when x approaches infinity, gives the derivative of a raised to the power x, you will get a raised to the power x, along with log of a base e will also be there, but that is very insignificant number with respect to infinity. And what you will see, that a raised to the power x will shoot up, that the a raised to the power x at the infinity will be going like this, and the log x base a will be going like this, means it's going to be horizontal, and this a raised to the power x will going to be that vertical at infinity, because you see that the derivative of a raised to the power x will be getting infinity at x tends to infinity, and the derivative of log of x base a is getting 0 at infinity. So this interesting thing about the log of x base a you can remember, and when we keep a less than 1, a is greater than 0 but less than 1, in that case you'll observe this kind of graph you will get there. Yeah, the moment you write a value which is slightly more than 0, so in a log of x base a you will get that plus infinity. So, and you can also see this graph will be horizontal when you reach at infinity, because again the derivative of log of x base a will be 1 by x along with the factor of log of a base e, but that is very small number, so that when x approaches infinity, 1 by x will be 0. So that's why you'll see the graph of this one is becomes horizontal at this one. So in the coming lectures we will be solving the problems related to the graph and with the log, and we will also solving the advanced and J-means problem. Bye bye, good night.